A very warm good morning to all of you. Dear students, once again I would like to welcome all of you to a new session of the history class. Today we are going to continue with the same chapter, chapter number 10, the First World War, part 3. Do you remember what we were discussing in the last classes? In the first class we were discussing about why do we call this war as the First World War? And again we were seeing what were the different causes which led to the emergence of the First World War. And there we have seen the first reason behind the emergence of this First World War. What was that? Do you remember? Nationalism and imperialism. In the second class we were discussing about the second reason behind the emergence of the First World War. It was division of Europe into two exile groups, two enemy groups, and we have seen what were the main points coming under the particular reason. And today we are going to discuss the third reason, the immediate reason which led to the emergence or the beginning of the First World War. It was Savgio crisis. So it was the immediate cause behind the emergence of the First World War. Archduke Francis Ferdinand, who was the heir of Austria-Hungary, assassinated at Savgio, capital of Bosnia, on June 28, 1914. So this was the main reason which led to the beginning. Behind the beginning of every act there should be an immediate cause. So here this is what was the immediate cause. Now all the background were ready for the beginning of the war. All the circumstances, all the situations. So a spark was needed. So it started from this particular incident which happened in the history on June 28, 1940. So who was going to become the ruler of Austria-Hungary got assassinated at Savgio, capital of Bosnia, on June 28, 1940. He was killed by a group of working for Serbia's freedom called Black Hand or Union of Death. So he was not killed by a civilian, he was not killed by a common man, but he was killed by a group of people, a group of outlaws who were working for the freedom of Serbia, and they were being popularized with a different name, that was Black Hand or Union of Death. So it was a clear political assassination, because already we know Austria and Hungary was following imperialism and Serbia was a colony under Austria-Hungary. So that's why they were fighting for their freedom. And when they have attacked on the ruler of Austria-Hungary, Austria-Hungary replied, or they have reacted. How? Austria gave a last warning to Serbia with 11 demands. 11 points were given to Serbia by Austria, and they asked them to accept it. But Serbia accepted most of them, except those that would have led to the sovereignty of Serbia. So the points, Serbia accepted it, but they haven't accepted the entire points, those 11 points. But they have accepted those were supporting the sovereignty of Serbia, which were supporting the freedom of Serbia, which were respecting the freedom of Serbia. The rest of the points were rejected by Serbia. As a result, Austria declared a war on Serbia on July 28, 1914. So this was the first war which started or which led to the beginning of the First World War. So the war between Austria and Serbia was the first incident which had happened in the history of First World War. Russia supported Serbia. Supporting it means itself they were with Serbia against Austria. So in one side now Austria is alone, on the other side there is Serbia and Russia. On 1st August, Germany declared war on Russia and later on France. So Germany was waiting for a chance. They have declared war on Russia and later on France, which means they were supporting Austria. So in the first side there is Austria and Germany, on the second side there is Serbia, Russia and France. Again, one another new country joined in the war. It was Britain. They have declared war on Germany. So on the one side there is Austria and Germany, on the second hand there is Serbia, Russia, France and Britain. It was not the end. Again, number of countries, big and small, powerful and powerless countries, they have entered into the war. Japan declared war on Germany. Again, a number has got increased on the second hand, which means on the first group, in the first group there is Austria and Germany, and on the second side there is Serbia, Russia, France, Britain and finally Japan. Now Turkey and Bulgaria joined with Germany. So in the first place there is Austria, Germany, Turkey and Bulgaria, and on the second side there is Serbia, Russia, France, Britain and Japan. So in one side there is 4 countries, on the other side there is 5 countries. When we were discussing a chapter from the history, you might be remembering, especially which is related to our freedom struggle, you might be remembering about Khilafat movement. What was the reason behind it? Do you remember? Because Britain was fighting against Turkey. Britain never declared war against Turkey, but Turkey was in the opposite group, which means Austria, Germany, Turkey and Bulgaria. Those 4 countries were against Britain, or Britain were against those 4 countries. So that was the reason behind the emergence of Khilafat movement in India. Italy remained silent for some times but joined the war against Germany in 1915 by breaking Triple Alliance. Do you remember in the last class we have talked about Triple Alliance? So Italy was silent for some times, but later they also joined in the war against Germany. Triple Alliance means, see, Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy. As per the Triple Alliance or the treaty made between the countries, it was Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy. When Austria-Hungary was in a problem, Germany was ready to support them. Germany joined with them. But Italy was not ready to join with Germany and Austria. But instead, they have joined with the other group, which means along with Serbia, Austria, France, Britain and Japan. Finally, Italy also joined with them. And it led to the emergence of 2 different groups. First one is Central Powers, second one Allied Powers. Central Powers were Germany, Austria and their allies, which means Germany, Austria, Bulgaria, Turkey and so on. And Allied Powers were Britain, France, Russia and their allies. So here we have seen only the names of the powerful countries, prominent countries. So and at the leaders or at the first row, these countries were there: Britain, France, Russia. On the other side, Germany, Austria and the other countries. So finally 2 different group of countries formed. First one is Central Powers with Germany, Austria and their allies, and second one Allied Powers, Britain, France, Russia and their allies. So this is what had happened in the First World War. The war was against these groups. The war was against Central Powers and Allied Powers. The war was between Central Powers and Allied Powers. So these were the 3 main reasons which led to the beginning of the First World War. Dear students, I hope that you have got a very clear idea about the points which we have discussed today. And in the next class, we are going to discuss about what had happened after the First World War. With this, I would like to wind up today's class. and in the next class we will come up with the next point from the same chapter. Till then, thank you.